So I updated my audio system. As many of you know, I bought a pair of Companion 2 speakers. Let's see, about um, maybe half a year ago, a little over half a year ago now that I think about it. And I've made a major upgrade in my audio system. I went to Apt Electronics in Glenview, Illinois. Absolutely wonderful store. I love to buy from them. It's great to buy from a family electronics store rather than a place like Best Buy. But I decided to buy myself a stereo system. As you can see, my MacBook Pro sitting on top of the receiver. Not the greatest choice, especially because it's so close to a lot of high power electronics and a lot of currents running through here. And of course it's blocking a lot of ventilation. But I just had it up here to see it. I gotta go buy a stand for it to get it up here because it really isn't good for either of these electronics. But I push it back so I can get at least the most amount of ventilation. But this is the Yamaha Receiver I picked up. The man I was working with on my stereo system, his name was Brad, over at Apt, was kind enough to take $70 off this receiver. The receiver normally is for $330. He sold it to me for $279, so yeah, 50. Then we go down, and there's my subwoofer. It's a Definitive Pro 68, I believe it is. It's got an 8-inch driver on it. It's not a large subwoofer by any means, but for the space that it's going to be filling, which is my room, I didn't need anything much bigger. And you know what? It puts out a lot of bass. It certainly shakes the whole house. And then the actual speakers. I stuck with Bose. I stand behind my Bose, as many of you know. I did listen to several others, Polk Audios, JBLs, Clips. Yeah, I like the sound of the Bose the most. I just think it has the clearest sound out there. These are the Bose 301 bookshelf speakers. They use a reflecting sound technology. There's a woofer and a tweeter in the back. You can see right there. Bounces off. Now these speakers are close together because as of right now I have to order the mounts for them to get it on the wall. But the more I think about it, I think I'm just going to leave them up here on this bookshelf, just because I'll be leaving in a few months and moving somewhere else after I get out of boot camp and combat school. So I don't see the point of having to wire this whole system, mount it, and then just take it down in a matter of several months. So we come back down. The MacBook Pro as of right now is the only thing that's driving audio through here. It's going into audio source 1. Now this has 5 HDMI ports on it and 1 HDMI out. Unfortunately, Apple has again caused me to be rather frustrated, and I'm going to make a MacBook Pro 1 year later review in a few months' time, just to let people know what I think after a year of owning it. Now they have made some changes to it, but it's pretty much the same computer. Just a couple of specs upgraded. The technology on it's mostly the same. But the complaint I have is that the mini display port, that on any other computer like a PC is usually a HDMI, DVI port, etc. Apple puts a mini display port on it. And mini DisplayPort can drive up to a 30-inch TV. It's basically like a mini HDMI. It can run audio and visual. But Apple decided not to program the audio option in, so it only drives video. I can drive video into the receiver, and it can go to my Samsung monitor out here. However, I can't drive audio through, and there's actually no inputs for audio other than the HDMI. That might be a little hard to follow. You might have to think about that one. But basically, if I run it through the receiver rather than running it directly to the monitor and then audio into the receiver through audio 1, I won't get any sound. So that's the dilemma. I have to order an $80 splitter that is both mini DisplayPort, USB, and standard audio, and then that combines into an HDMI cord. It's an $80 cord, and I'm not happy about buying it. Down there is my Sony PS3, which as of right now I got to order another HDMI cable, run it up to the receiver, and then I'm going to connect my Apple TV. So we'll go over here, select some music. Now of course this camera is not going to do justice to the system at all because it's got a crappy little microphone. I wasn't going to pull out my Shure microphone just because I'm moving a lot and it'd be a pain to carry that around with me, but we'll just do some standard green tape, which is a modern recording I'm not one for a lot of modern music, however, but we'll go ahead and put it on. Oop. And right now it's running with a stereo enhancer, adjusting the EQ, and then of course you have your direct button, which, listening to it, it sounds definitely a lot different. I actually like it with the stereo enhancer on it, but it does depend. You have different modes, and the receiver does come with a remote. You can adjust your sound based on, music, bottom line, music video, Hall and Munich, Hall and Vienna, chamber, etc. Cellar club. It changes the EQs a little bit. Then when you're watching a movie, you can change it to drama, mono movie, sports, action game. This is mostly for surround sound system, so this is a stereo system. So I just put it on a straight enhancer, which, like I said, great sound. So we'll try a different song now. Go back in time a little bit, or before I do that, how about some soundtrack music? Titanic's a good soundtrack. I apologize for a lot of people out there that I'm doing this handheld. I need to move a lot, so please don't get mad at me. Hard to start, but it's a good one. So it sounds great. Definitely not a disappointing system. If you give me a minute, take off the covers. I'll show you the actual cone, the driver speaker. They're 8-inch drivers. They put out a heck of a lot of sound, and of course it's Bose, so you can expect a quality product. And since I got you guys watching, or you watching, I will let you know before I put it on Craigslist or eBay or anything like that. I have a pair of black music monitor Bose speakers I ordered before I bought this, and I'm not going to be needing them. I thought, well, what about if I go portable? But yeah, I'm not going to need them. So they're brand new, they're black, they've never been opened, and I'm looking to get rid of them. I'm going to sell them for $300. If you want to pay me less and trade me something else, something you might think I would find cool tech-wise, I'd be willing to do it, just depending on what it is. So, thanks for watching.